What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live stream today. Obviously, just before we get into the stream today, obviously yesterday we spoke about Heavy D. At the time, I just found out, so I just want to reiterate that our thoughts are with his family at this terrible time after Heavy D passed away. And then later on that day, after the stream, found out that Diego Maradona had passed away as well. Unbelievable footballer. For me, you can have an argument to say that he's potentially the best footballer of all time. He's certainly up there, to win the World Cup with that average Argentina team that he won it with. He went to Napoli and won the Italian league as well. Unbelievable footballer and a sad day all round, man. So, as I say, man, rest in peace to Heavy D. And rest in peace to Diego Armando Maradona, one of the best footballers of all time. Hope you're all well today. Hope everyone's feeling a little bit better and more uplifted. Of course, it's match day today. Arsenal playing against Molde tonight, or Mold, how do you pronounce it? Molde. 5:55 kickoff. I'll be on air tonight for the watch along. 15 minutes before kickoff, I'll go live. So make sure you join me for that. Big up all you guys in the comments. We just passed 17,000 subscribers, so thank you very much. As I said, the channel is nothing without you guys and the support. And I really appreciate all you guys who've just subscribed or whether you've been with me from the start, man. I really appreciate it. Big up all of you lot for your support. Hey, Curtis, congratulations for reaching 17K. Thank you very much. Ebby says, big up, Big C, my guy. Respect, bro. And God bless Maradona and Heavy D. You said it there, man. There you go. Let's get into today's topic. The main topic, William Saliba wants to leave Arsenal in January. Someone says there, is it permanent? No, it's not a permanent. He wants to go on loan in January. He wants to go back to Saint Etienne. And, I have to really question. Again, I don't want to pile more pressure and criticism on the manager. But I really don't like what has happened with William Saliba. Saliba is a guy that we paid £27 million for to get from Saint Etienne. We loaned him back for a year and then we've waited for him and we haven't used him. Mikel Arteta's got him back this season. And he hasn't played him. He hasn't played 1 minute of football for the first team this season. Now, the perfect opportunity to play him was the Europa League. Less pressure, not a great, group of teams that we were playing against. It would have been a great opportunity for him to get football and get used to playing for Arsenal. But instead, we didn't register him. And, then Mikel Arteta comes out a couple of months later and says, I feel I made a mistake. I should have registered him. He is registered in the Premier League squad, but he hasn't been in the squad the whole season and not even hasn't even played in the Carabao Cup. So now we've reached a situation with Saliba where he wants to go on loan in January. He wants to go back to Saint Etienne and get game time. Now, I'm going to share this story with you guys now, and let's have a quick look at this together. What I find so harrowing and disturbing about this story is this headline. William Saliba is willing to give up £90,000 a month to leave Arsenal in January. What has happened is Arsenal have asked for Saint Etienne to contribute a certain amount of money towards his wage. And Saint Etienne are not able to do it because there is a massive financial issue going off in France at the moment. The television company in the French league, they owed 700 million euros to the teams in the French league, but they haven't paid that money because those games were not shown because the French league was wiped out straight away when the pandemic started. So there is a massive debate going off in France. So a lot of these French teams outside of like PSG are really struggling financially. So Saint Etienne have said, look, we can't afford to pay what you're asking for to take him on loan. And Saliba has gone to Arsenal and said, I'm prepared to lose £90,000 a month to get out of it, to get out. Just send me back to Saint Etienne. I don't care. I'll lose 90 grand a month as long as I can go and play football. Now, on one hand, that's great. A young player, he's not putting money first. He just wants to play football. I salute him for that. Most people in this day and age would not sacrifice £90,000 a month to go and play football. But what does that say about the relationship between him and our manager, Mikel Arteta? He's gone on loan for a year to get more experience. He only played, I think, 15 games in all competition last season, only 12 in the league. He comes back. Are you telling me that he is not better than Callum Chambers, Rob Holding, Shkodran Mustafi? And you know what? Even if he isn't better than them, I would rather he was in the team developing, learning, improving than Shkodran Mustafi, a guy that is going to leave the club on a free transfer in the summer that's out of contract. Rob Holding, we've seen numerous times. You know, you've seen the hairline, man. It's gone missing. Rob Holding, we're calling him now. Callum Chambers, you know, he's had big injury problems and has never really been that great, although he's been okay. Why has Saliba not had a chance? And if you believed at the end of pre-season William Saliba wasn't quite ready, why did we not get the loan done in the summer? Why have we wasted half a season just letting him train and play for the under-23s? Absolutely shocking decision, in my opinion, and poor man management once again. You know, poor. We've wasted half a season on a guy that we've invested a lot of money in, and it says a lot about Mikel Arteta's relationship with him, that he's willing to give up 90 grand to get away with him. Me personally, I'm very disappointed with that situation. Absolute waste. Yeah, Rob Holding, man. Since Jack Grealish turned him inside out, man, the guy's never looked the same since. I just think we've missed a huge trick here. We've missed a big opportunity. Rowan says, I get my unbiased opinion from Curtis and then get to think for myself. Big up. Hey, man. I appreciate that, bro. Tom says, proper baller just wants to play football, unlike someone else constantly on Twitter and Fortnite. Well, we know who you're talking about, Tom. Mr. O, you know, Mr. Ozil. I've got to say, I rate William Saliba highly for doing this. You know, it shows a young lad probably isn't even that rich yet, to be honest, coming from St. Etienne. A teenager, and the man's willing to give up 90k, man. I got a rating for that. William says, hey, Curtis, love your content, keeping it real. Awesome intro. You should come over here to Israel and play for Maccabi Tel Aviv. You're definitely good enough there in Europa League. 17k, well done. Hey, put a word in for me, man. If I got I'll come Tel Aviv and play for Maccabi, man. No worries. Europa League, let's do this. Thank you on the 17k, bro. As I said, it's you guys who do that for me. Free Pepe, wow. Arteta is very dislikable how he treats some players, and that's the key word, some players. Not all the players, some of the players he really looks after, but yeah, I agree. Conke out, yeah, you know, always, man, get that clown out of there. Question, what happened to Heavy D? How close was he to you? How are you, big up? I don't know the details of what happened to him, unfortunately. Close to it. You know, I saw him at nearly every home game and occasional away game as well. And the guy was just a nice, happy character, man, you know, always brightened up situations. So, you know, it'll be missed within the Arsenal fan base. Curtis, I can see you go for it in Israel. If you dream big, then who knows, man? Hey, big up MN. And don't forget, I haven't forgotten, man. I know you was messaging about being a mod. I will sort that. Don't worry. Hope Balogun gets some playing time today, though. Well, he's in the squad. Surely he's going to get some playing time, man. We need to make that happen. Not going to lie, we need a creative player in January, please. Oh, we desperately need one. Desperately. I am going to do a video about that tomorrow. I've got a video lined up, so look out for that. We're going to look at the creative options coming up in January. Thoughts on Fofana, Curtis? He is what Saliba should be like. The thing is, Fofana's getting played. You know, the rumours were that Saliba was higher rated than Fofana at St. Etienne. Yet Fofana comes straight to Leicester, goes in the team. I know the pressure is a lot different, and I get that. But there's no way that, you know, he shouldn't have been given a chance this year, Saliba, man. That's for sure. Scott David says, man like Curtis, the big cheese on AFC. Big up. Hey, respect, bro. Thank you very much for your support and your kind comment. Congratulations on 17k. Can I be a mod? Yeah, you know, as I said, I don't mind adding a few more mods. I don't want too many. Because when you have a lot, you know, sometimes people start blocking people and, you know, it's difficult. Poor man management is decent to say, but awful man management. What he is up to is not understandable. On screen, all nice, but on the pitch, awful. That's what I'm saying, man. You know, Arteta, it's all right saying all those great speeches and that in your press conferences, but we need action, bro. We're not here for the nice talk. We want to see you sort things out. Big C, 17K, big up. Hey, we're moving, man, people. We're moving. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you. Curtis, big up, bro. He says Prime R9 or Prime Henry. Now, I put it like this. Prime R9 is my favourite footballer of all time. So I do think R9 was better than Henry. But no footballer has brought me more joy than Henry. You know, I'm an Arsenal fan, so his goals meant a lot more to me than R9's goals. So, you know, Henry's my guy, Arsenal, innit? But R9 is the better player. Let's keep it real, man. Curtis, yes, G. Respect Michael Thomas. What are you saying, bro? Eto'o or Drogba? I think, oh, man. That's a tough one because Eto'o was unbelievable. I feel like Drogba changed the whole game for strikers. You know what? Eto'o was better than him. I got to be honest, man. Eto'o scored way more goals. But I think Drogba was more ferocious, you know, with that power and playing up front. But I think Eto'o, you know, you look at the goal record, was phenomenal. So I got to go Eto'o, man. R9 was amazing, different level. Yeah, man. Eto'o all day. Yeah, Eto'o, you know, it hurts me because Eto'o, man, the man scored against us Champions League final. He was offside as well, man. Where was VAR them times? R9 is the king. Thierry is the under king. Yeah, for real, man. R9 for me is my favourite footballer of all time. The best player I've ever seen. Bro, did any youngster want to join us by looking at Saliba's situation at Arsenal? There you go. And you make a great point there, you know. If you're a young player now and Arsenal are approaching you, you're going to go, well, I don't really like the way they've dealt with Saliba, you know. I'll leave it, you know. Congrats on 17K. Big C, respect Mark the Baller. As I said, man, it's all you guys. It ain't me, you know. Without you guys' support, them numbers never get seen. So really appreciate it. Eto'o back-to-back trebles as only player in the world at the time. Wow, he's next level. You know, I think he won the treble at Barca and then went to Inter Milan and won it. When are we going to see Curtis go to DTFC? Never. Never, ever, bro. Come on. Imagine Pepe gets another red today. Oh, my God. Can you imagine? You know, and you wouldn't be surprised if that happened, man. You know, not that he headbutts someone, but, you know, imagine he just puts a late tackle in and the ref just gives him a red. That could be him done, man. Jeez, let's hope not, man. We're going to talk about Pepe shortly. Eto'o, most underrated striker in modern era. Unbelievable player, man. That's for sure. Curtis, what's the point getting a creative player in January if we still play 4-3-3? Arteta will probably put him out on the wing. We would have to change formation. You're right. Can't continue with that. G-Med said, Big C, big up, bro. Do you know much about Miguel Aziz? I've heard big things about him, but I haven't seen him play much, so I'm not gonna say he's the next whatever centre back. So yeah, I gotta be honest. I haven't seen him play much, but I've heard good reports about him, that's for sure. Big up Mustafa, thank you very much for the super chat, bro. He said, Super Frank plays Abraham, Mount, Reece James, and they've been top performers this season. Shows great man management, unlike Tapas Pulis. What I would say about Chelsea, their handling of young players is 100 times better than Arsenal. It's quite simple. They go and cherry pick all the best young players they can find, and they loan them all over Europe. A lot of them go to Holland, some go to Germany, some go to the Championship. They all go and get first-team football experience to grow to a grown man. They bring them all back. They say, right, you're good enough, you're good enough, you're good enough. We'll keep you, and the rest of you will sell you. And because they've probably had decent seasons elsewhere, they sell them and pick up 7 million, 10 million. Do you know what I mean? Abraham, Mount, and I believe Reece James, they all went on loan and got first-team football. You can see with Willock and Ketia, these guys, they need more football. So, yeah, you make a good point, man. Jose Mourinho says, Gerrard or Lampard? Gerrard for me. Gerrard, I think, was better than Lamps, I got to be honest. Yo, big up, 17K. Thank you, bro. It seems like Arteta doesn't favour any player bought by Emery. A lot of people have been saying that as well. You know, seems really like he wants, you know, he doesn't want these players who he didn't buy. Hey, Curtis, who would you rather face in the knockouts, Leipzig or United? I would still say Leipzig, I don't think they're as good as they were, man. They've lost Timo Werner as well. And United battered them, So I think when you play English team, it's always a little bit unpredictable. Anthony Williams, big up Curtis, bro. What you saying? Everything's blessed, man. Hope you're good. Hope everyone's well, keeping safe. Big up, bro, Curtis. Best channel in YouTube. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate those comments. They're very much appreciated. Salute, Big C. Respect D Solo. Always supported. Do you know what? I hate this question. I think it's difficult, man. I feel like Scholes kept that United team ticking for 10 years. I think it's Scholesy, I think it's Scholes. I think he had a unique ability, man, that it was unrivaled for any English player. I don't think any English player could do what he did. Dictate the tempo of a game in the Premier League and in Europe. I think Scholesy is unique, man. I gotta be honest. Gerrard is a maverick, he's a moments player. He scores a belter, he smashes at people in the tackle, but Scholesy was unique, man. I think, he would have got in any team in world football. So yeah, I gotta go Scholesy, to be honest. Yeah, Scholesy, man. Never caught Scholes slipping. Oh, man. Vieira hated playing Scholes. Listen, I know a few Premier League players who've played against Scholes, and they say you can't get near him. You just constantly looking where he is. His movement is phenomenal. The positions he picks up, man. Scholes is unique. Vieira or Gattuso, that's light work, man. It's Vieira. Gattuso was a little beast, though. I'll give it him. But Vieira was next level. Scholes all day, most people. Oh, what a question. And I'm not just saying this, honestly, I'm not. I'm going for Diego. And the reason is that guy won the World Cup, man, with a team that was worse than the teams that Messi's played in for Argentina. You know what? Messi's been phenomenal for Barcelona, but we all know he's in a comfortable position at Barcelona. That's why he hasn't left. I think Maradona, man, he won the Italian league with Napoli. They've never won it since. He won the World Cup with an average team, carried that team on his back, man. I'm not just saying it because of the circumstances either. I think Diego, you look at the influence he's had in Argentina, he's idolized in Argentina. I don't think Messi is idolized in the same way in Argentina that Maradona is. He won them the World Cup. Messi missed a one-on-one in the World Cup final against Neuer for Argentina. Dragged it wide, the kind of finish you never see. He got one-on-one with Neuer the following season for Barcelona. That's where he done Jerome Boateng and then dinked it over him with his right foot. Unbelievable. He's a different player in the shirt of Barcelona. Yeah, you're right. Maradona never won the Champions League, but I think the World Cup's bigger than the Champions League, to be honest. You're playing for a dream team in the Champions League. You're going to play for one of the best teams. You can't choose your country and the players that are from there. I think Maradona's achievements, to me, are bigger than Messi's. I am not just saying that either. Maradona or Pele? I think Maradona again, and I'm not just saying it. I think Pele is an unbelievable player, of course, one of the best ever. Maradona did it in a much, much worse team. That Brazil 1970 team is one of the greatest national teams of all time. I think Diego, man, I think he's up there, man, right up there. Messi won MVP that World Cup, he did, but bro, your one-on-one World Cup final, you put it wide. Can he really be the MVP? Yeah, you had a great build-up to it, but in the final, he went missing, man. You got to keep it 100. Xavi or Iniesta? This is mad because Xavi was the dictator, so he gets less credit. But I got to go with Iniesta because, I think what Xavi did is very underrated. I got to be honest in that team, but Iniesta was just genius. And I loved watching the way he just glide past people, man. Yeah, people just said that Pele v Maradona. I got to be honest, I am picking Maradona just slightly, man. Curtis, is Ronaldinho the most naturally talented of his era? I believe Ronaldinho is probably the most talented footballer of all time. If you're talking natural talent, I don't think there's been a more talented footballer. I don't think he's had. I think his career could have been even bigger, but you got to look at it. He's won the World Cup. He's won the Champions League. He's won the Liga. The guy is a phenomenal player. He was a party animal. That's the problem. His longevity wasn't there. He's honestly, I used to run home from my games on a Saturday, run to get back to watch Ronaldinho. He's probably the most enjoyable footballer that we've ever seen, Ronaldinho. You know, nobody can watch Ronaldinho and not enjoy what he's doing. The guy's phenomenal. I know I'm going a little bit off topic here, but I like reminiscing about these things, man. Viper in the building. Big up, Curtis. Respect, bro. Thank you for tuning in. Daryl said Ronaldinho makes it look easy. He was phenomenal. And you're right. Yeah, he won the Ballon d'Or. So what a career, man. Curtis, what do you know about El Magico Gonzalez? One of the greats never talked about. Not a lot, bro. Honestly, not a lot. Dino was unbelievable, different level. He was. Aguero, Suarez. I got to go Suarez, you know. He was magic. I got to be honest, he was magic. Aguero, ultimate finisher. One-on-one with a keeper, you know, as good as anything we've ever seen. Suarez, man, for a couple years at Liverpool and for a few years at Barca, he was phenomenal. And, you know, just think, if we'd have offered more than that 40 million and a pound, we may have got him. Curtis, who is the GOAT, Messi or Ronaldo? It's tough. It's tough, man. That debate is so... I said this the other day. I think Messi is better than Ronaldo. But I almost think Ronaldo has had a better career than him because he won the Euros. You know, he's won that trophy for his national team as well. They also won the Nations League. I know that's not considered a major trophy, but I think to have success for club and country is huge, man. I'm telling you. And Messi is not the same player for Argentina. He's lost, 2 Copa America finals and a World Cup final. Yeah, great shout. 2 most skillful players I've seen live are Ronaldinho and Okocha. I've seen both of them as well. I saw Ronaldinho play for Brazil and Okocha for Bolton. Unbelievable players, man. So skillful. Tim says, big up from Nairobi, Kenya. The Saliba situation is so strange. Hope he has a future here. Otherwise, he might decide to leave for good. And what a talent to lose if he goes. God bless your good work. Thank you very much, Tim. This is the problem now. Imagine Saliba goes back to Saint Etienne and he just says, you know what? I want to stay in France. I don't want to come back. You know, that could happen, man. He might say, you know what? I've just wasted 6 months at Arsenal. I don't like Arteta. I don't want to come back. I'm worried about that situation. Bro, shout out, please. There you go, bro. You got your shout out, man. Even though you got a Liverpool badge, but hey, man, it's all love, man. It's a football channel. It's not purely closed off to Arsenal fans. Ronaldo all day long, he's saying. Curtis, will we have another Messi or Ronaldinho in the future? I think it will take a long time. You know, I've got to be honest. What did you think of Van Persie when he was here? He was always a good player. We waited so long for him to reach that level. He had injury problems. He had to wait behind Henry and them guys. Then when we got the peak Van Persie, he just left. So we didn't really get to enjoy Van Persie for long enough. But when he got there, yeah, I thought he was fantastic, man. Curtis, is it time for Lacazette to go? I think in the summer he can be moved on. I got to be honest with you, man. Carno or Wiltord? I did like Wiltord, you know, but I think Carno had more big moments for us, man. You know, the hat-trick at Stamford Bridge was legendary, man. Unbelievable. Curtis, do you think Cafu is the best Brazilian defender of all time? Is he the best? I mean, you got people like Cafu. Obviously, you got some of the older generation ones as well. He's up there. You know, he's up there. He's one of my best right-backs I've ever seen, definitely. MN said 112 likes. Smash the likes, people. Hey, big up, man. Nearly 500 of you in the comments. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the likes. Let's get past at least 200 likes. Before I get into the next subject, do you think Mbappe can be the new biggest star in world football? I do. I think he'll win the Ballon d'Or. You got to look now at the likes of, you know, Messi's 33, Ronaldo's 35. I think Neymar's 29 now. So Ramos or Maldini. Ooh, I think Maldini is better defensively, but Ramos is a huge character. I think Maldini's still a bit ahead of Ramos. But I have to admit, I'm a massive fan of Ramos. I love his character. I am a big fan of Ramos, man. So I personally like Ramos more, but I'm not sure he was a better defender than Maldini. Big up Viper with a super chat. Thank you very much, bro. He says, big up, bro. Will you be doing a live stream tonight? I will. The game kicks off at 5 to 6. I'll be on here from 20 to 6. So 5:40 p.m. I'll be on here. Jump in, live stream. Europa League games are not always the most exciting, so we may end up doing a Q&A or something during the middle of that. How highly do you rate David Luiz and Mesut Ozil? I do very highly. The 2008 to 12 Spain was a dynasty, even though I haven't watched them. Maradona and Best were two of the best dribblers, both died the same way. It's crazy, man. Sometimes with greatness, you know, the lifestyle goes wild. You see it in music, in football. You know, you look at people like Michael Jackson and Mike Tyson and George Best and Maradona. Sometimes that greatness almost weighs too heavy on them. Chelsea v Spurs Sunday. Who you think's winning? I think it's at Stamford Bridge, right? I could see a draw. I know that sounds like I'm sitting on the fence a little bit. If I had to say, it's a tricky one, you know, because Chelsea are starting to click. Tottenham are starting to click. I think Chelsea might beat them. You know, they played a day earlier as well. They got a bit of extra rest. Maybe go for Chelsea. Because what I've seen of them, they're defending quite well. Corner taken quickly. Origi! That was a mad moment still. Liverpool always have them crazy moments in the Champions League. Come on, Curtis. Saliba needs to get a better command of English if he's going to try and organise our defence. He would need to be helped, especially in our overworked defence. I mean, the thing is, though, how good English does Gabriel speak? I don't know, and he hasn't really struggled to adjust. So is the English thing really a big problem for him? I'm not sure. But we'll have to see. Would you take Pepe at centre-back? He would take no nonsense. What, the Portuguese one? He's a little bit past it now, I've got to be honest. Seaman or Lehmann? I'll go Seaman. He was a little bit more reliable, I think. But Lehmann was a big character, that's for certain. Haaland or Mbappe? It's Mbappe for me. He streaks ahead of Haaland, man. You know, I like Haaland. He's doing the business. Mbappe, man, this guy scored in World Cup finals, man. There's levels to this. Haaland's a long way off Mbappe levels. Carrington says, big up Curtis. What player had the most wasted potential in your opinion? Wasted potential, I think. There's a few, man. I would say Balotelli was a big waste. I think he could have been one of the best strikers in the world. Quaresma, what a player he was, man. People say Quaresma had more natural talent than Cristiano Ronaldo. I think he was a bit of a waste as well. Yeah. Oh, what a shout. What a shout, by the way. Adriano, how did I forget? The ultimate Pro Evolution Soccer striker, 99 shot power. You know, Zanetti said one of the best strikers he'd ever seen. The new Ronaldo, in his opinion. What a shout. Loved him as a player. The left foot was like a rocket launcher when he let off. Some great shouts here. Robinho, man, what a player. How skillful was he? He was unbelievable. Never really took off in the Premier League, but, you know, I remember his lob against us when I think Almunia was in goal. Ravel Morrison, yeah, he was, you know, I think they said he was better than Pogba. Diaby, yeah, the injuries, man. Him and Rosicky, we really never got the best out of them because of the injuries. Two great players, man. Diaby was somebody we desperately needed. Hey, Curtis, watching from Perth, Australia. Why do you think our club always has so many problems and talking points? It's a soap opera, bro, and it comes from the top. It comes from the owners, you know. When you've got stability throughout the club, things get settled. You look at Liverpool, their old owners. Managers were changing. Big players were getting sold. They got these new owners who've got a connection with the fans. They got the right manager, and the stability has gone through the whole club. Our owners cause all these problems because we're constantly changing direction. You know, let's get Sven Mislintat and buy the youngsters. Oh no, we'll get Raul Sanelli and deal with the big super agents. Oh no, we'll leave that. We'll go back to Edu and do what we was doing before. It's crazy. Freddie Adu, championship manager, legend, man. He was meant to be, you know, the new best player in the world. I think he plays in like the American 4th division now for Las Vegas or something crazy like that. Pato, oh, he was a baller, man. Sanchez or Van Persie, I got to go for Sanchez, man. He gave us the top level football for a long time, man. Michu, yeah, he was not a bad player, to be fair. He scored a few goals, had some good celebrations. Big C, do you think the players have down tools? I don't, but I think they're starting to lose faith in him. I got to be honest. I think they're looking at him sideways, man. Like, yo, you're doing some funny things, man, that we don't like. Adriano, yeah, he ended up back in the favelas, man. He was rolling with them gangsters in the favelas. Curtis Arteta or Lampard, be honest. Bro, at the moment, I think Lampard's above him. I know Arteta won the FA Cup, but Lampard got top 4 with a lot of youngsters and losing Hazard and a transfer ban. And they've started this season really good again. So I got to be honest, at this moment, Lamps is ahead of him, man. Royston Drenthe, I remember him. Yeah, he came to the Prem and kind of flopped. Eduardo, the injury, was devastating. Denilson, I hope you're not talking about our Denilson, the centre mid one. Yeah, the winger who did about 20 stepovers, man. Yukubu, man, feed the yak and he will score. What do you think of Mason Greenwood? I think he's a top talent. What I wonder with him is he a natural winger or a striker? I see him potentially playing striker eventually. Curtis, you're being wasted at AFTVFC, man. Why haven't Arsenal come calling for you, my bro? Big up. Hey, man, I don't know. Them days are probably behind me now, bro. YouTube football. I'm getting older now, man. I don't know if I got the energy, man. You've seen how much running the striker has to do for Arsenal as well. I'll be knackered, bro. Super Jack Wilshere, yeah, a bit of a wasted talent as well, man. Adil Turat, he was a baller as well. Berbatov, Berbatov had a decent career, to be fair. What do you think about Calvert-Lewin? He's improving. He's had a really good season, man. It's what happens when you get a real top manager. Ali Adiera, yeah, I remember him. He used to come off the bench a lot. Let's get into the next story of the video, which is Nicolas Pepe. Remember him? The guy who's, made everyone angry from the weekend with his red card. Quick little headbutt. And in the press conference yesterday, Arteta was talking about Pepe. Even if you're a body language expert, you see no connection between these two. I don't even think they're looking at each other. Like Arteta looks like he's looking over here somewhere. Like, oh, I can't even bear to look at you. You're not William. I don't want to look at you. And he's just looking over here. Look at his eyes. He's just like, oh, I wish I was still in France. Scoring goals. Getting the ball on the edge of the opposite box, I've only got to run past one player and I'm shooting now. I'm basically a right wing back, helping out Hector Bellerin. There's no connection whatsoever between these two. They say a picture tells 1,000 words. I think this picture alone tells you a lot. But hey, listen, I'm no body language expert, but I'm just saying. Mikel Arteta. Nicolas Pepe. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta says winger must deal with the club's demands after huge investment. Nicolas Pepe apologised to his teammates, coach and fans after being sent off for headbutting Leeds. I don't even know how to say his name. Alioski in their 0-0 draw on Sunday. Arsenal play Molde in the Europa League tonight. So, what I liked about the press conference, I will give Mikel Arteta for something. Arteta says that he has apologised. He says, we all have disappointment and frustrations in our careers. He's had a really good reaction. The way he apologised and understood his responsibility. Hopefully, tonight we can see the player that we want to see. Now, what I like about that is it sounds like he's going to play tonight. Now, I would start him. He's suspended for the next 3 games in the Premier League. And what you can't afford is Pepe to lose match fitness. Play him in the next few Europa League games. Hopefully, he gets a goal and a couple of assists, boost his confidence. And then when his suspension is finished in the Premier League, he comes back fit and ready. Because Willian and Nelson, they're not going to hold it down for 3 games, let's be honest. They'll let us down at some point. As someone said in the comments there, man, can you imagine if Pepe got sent off tonight? Just a late tackle, studs up, gets sent off. Because these refs in Europe, they don't let things go as easy as the Prem. So, Pepe, man, it's make or break for you now. This needs to be the time where you learn, You understand your responsibility and you come back a better player and a better man. But at the same time, Arteta, learn how to manage this boy. I stick by what I say. He has got talent. He is a talented player. I think there is a problem with his mentality, but maybe he hasn't adjusted to the league yet. Still doesn't speak fluent English. He needs time, and I still think we've got a player on our hands there, but it depends if the manager can manage to get it out of him. Pepe needs to start and get back on track. He has to start, bro. He has to. Well said, Curtis. Yeah, man, listen, we got to stick by our players. It's not like he's been at the club for the years. Look at Granit Xhaka, how many years he's been at the club, failing, and Mustafi getting sent off, making big mistakes in big games, you know. Hector Bellerin and all these other players. El Neni had 2 bad years at the club, and these players have been forgiven. You know, they have a few good games and they're forgiven, so we can't just write off Pepe, you know. Pepe's been misused, in my opinion. He's trying to play FIFA Street, but it's not working. I think he is. He loves a bit of FIFA. He's always swinging his hips, man. 575 watching, 165 likes. Come on, people. Yeah, we can get past that 200 for sure, man. Let's do this. Subscribe if you haven't already as well. You guys have been brilliant. Just got me past 17,000. So I really appreciate it. Do you have faith in Pepe? Right now, he has the exact same goals and assists as Gervinho in a similar number of appearances. I have, what I will say, I've got some faith in Pepe. I've no doubt he's got talent. It's whether we can get out of him and produce it on the pitch. Curtis, your take on Arsenal at the end of your chat with Robbie was very insightful and caused me to rethink my take on Arteta's performance with the team. Hey, it's just opinions, bro. I appreciate your comment. And that's what football's about, innit? You know, different opinions and you find what you believe within that. So listen, if it got you thinking, then it worked. But yeah, I appreciate your words, bro. Curtis, have you seen Spurs training sessions? They are genuinely looking so happy. Happy team equals winning team. It's true. You have to enjoy yourself when you're playing football. This is their career, and football is something you grow up loving as a kid. So when it turns into, you know, a job to you, that's when people don't enjoy it. Big C, what do you want to see from Arteta doing with the team? I want to see a team that attacks properly. I want to see players playing with freedom. I want to see a happy team, a smiling team. Yeah, we need structure and defensive stability. There's no doubt about that. But we need a team that can attack and score goals, not a team that looks like it's just trying not to lose. Saliba might be the next Gnabry. Oh, I really hope not. And that is my worry. As I said, he could go there and say, do you know what? I don't want to come back. I don't fancy it. I think I'll leave it now. And that's the danger. We have to make sure that's not going to happen. Big up you guys. We've just gone past 200 likes. So thank you very much for that. Is the big 4 possible? Top 4 is possible, of course, but difficult. Very difficult. Big up Daniel, man. He said, Curtis slowly started hating the press conferences. Talks big, but blank on the field. That's it, man. We have to do it, not talk about it. Get the likes up, boys and girls, of course, you know. But yeah, I appreciate that. What's your preferred formation? I would be 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. They're basically the same, but slightly different variations of it. I think certainly at home sometimes you could play 4-3-3, so your midfield is closer together. Emery or Arteta? I'll give Arteta time, man. But Emery gave us more, you know, attacking football, although that second season he completely reverted back to defensive football. I'll back Arteta for now, but his football's dreadful, I got to be honest. If we don't score against Wolves, our goal of the month can only be the penalty against United. Oh, my days. What a comment. That is unbelievable. They'll have to do something else. Give it to, you know, Europa League goal or something. Would you take Sanchez back? He was unplayable. Nah, I think he's past it. And, you know, you left to go Man United. You ain't coming back. DJ Ashby said, Curtis, would you welcome back Wilshere on a pay-as-you-play basis, or has his time's gone? I do think his time's gone, to be honest. But if it was a pay-as-you-play basis, you're not losing anything, are you, in theory, unless you play him. Adil said, Curtis, you should be at Arsenal spokesperson. You are the best. Hey, if only, man. Maybe in good time, you know, they'll see the the content and give me a career at Arsenal in some capacity. That would be great. Emery is better, people are saying. Do you genuinely think that Emery's better than Arteta? What were your thoughts on Kevin Campbell's views on AFTV yesterday? How can he blame the team when it's the manager that sets up the team? I've got huge respect to Kev. I'm speaking to him about getting him back on here, so hopefully that'll be. I think it will be next week. I respect Kev hugely, and he's played the game higher than me, so of course I respect what he's saying. But I think he was covering up for Arteta a bit too much, man. I think you have to lay some of the blame at his door. He is the manager. This isn't a team that ever struggled to score goals. So why are we now struggling to score goals? We can't just say, the team's not good enough. But they were scoring goals last year with a worse squad. And the year before with a worse squad. So, I don't think we can just blame the players. Although they do have to take some responsibility, of course. Ebby said, Arteta will be done by Christmas. I hate to say it. Oh, man, he could be. Curtis, have you done your badges? I've only done I've done FA level 1 and 2. I never started with the UEFA badges because I wasn't, that focused on going into coaching, to be honest. The team is a reflection of the manager's personality. Textbook stiff, dry. Let's be honest. Do you know what? I agree with that. I do, man. I have to say, I agree. Best manager in history. I can only go off modern history, really. What I've seen, it's got to be Alex Ferguson. I hate to say it. He did it for so long. He constantly reproduced. So, yeah, I've got to say him. Media process, Curtis. I think a lot of the blame goes to Arteta. The players are better than Villa and Leeds, at least. The movement on the ball is too predictable. Very much so. We are so rigid and slow in our attack. Felix said, Curtis, did you listen to Kevin Campbell yesterday on AFTV? He's standing firm on Arteta. What you got to understand, and I'm not throwing shade on Kev here. Kev sort of works with Arsenal sometimes. He did an interview the other day for Arsenal on their official website. He's still got some sort of involvement with the club. Is he going to be seen bashing the manager when he's still kind of got a little bit of work with the club? Probably not. You know how it goes sometimes, man. When they work with people, they're not going to hammer him. I get it. He's saying, players have to take responsibility, and I get that. But, a little bit political with his comments there, man. I think we can all see the manager has to take responsibility for this. Great content, bro. Good debate, keeping it real. Thank you very much, bro. I appreciate your support. Arteta needs to learn man management ASAP, else he might not last longer. Listen, man management now, Bergkamp or De Bruyne, I'm going Bergkamp. Man management nowadays is bigger than it's ever been, because this isn't like them old days where players were getting hammered by the manager in the dressing room and they just took it on the shoulders, man. These guys are rich before they've even made the first team sometimes. They've got massive egos as well. So, I think you've got to manage these players correctly, man. It's totally different to how it was 10, 15 years ago. Kev is more closely connected. Can't offend co-workers. Sorry. You know how it goes, man. He's got to be political with what he says. Chris says, any YouTubers you want to work with? Yeah, I'm looking to work with a few. Obviously, as I said, me and Hugh Wizzy will be doing some work soon. Me and him are speaking about that. Flex and Goldbridge. I want to, hopefully we'll get something done with them guys. There's a few others, man. There's a few off AFTV I'd like to get on who haven't been on before. Mo, he hasn't been on. So we'll listen, I'm always open to suggestions. If there's people that you guys would like to see me work with, and then maybe I can approach some of these guys as well. Arteta wouldn't have won the FA Cup without Pepe. Yeah, he needs to remember that. Players these days are celebrities first and ballers second. That does apply for a lot of them. Not all, but yeah, a lot of them, that's for sure. Currently sitting on site, locked in, big up, big C each and every time. Respect, bro. You, man, take care at work, man. Get Yardman on. Do you know what? I do speak to Yardman as well. So, yeah, maybe I will definitely get him on, in fact. We actually spoke about him coming on a few weeks ago, but just at the time didn't have chance to do it. Turkish has been on. He'll be on again in the future. Mo is a real gent and he's great. Yeah, for certain, man. We'll get Hugh on once. Yeah, Hugh will come on. I'll probably be on his channel first and then get him over here. Big up for the super chat, bro. He says, big up Big C. Man like Wilshere can add a bit of fight in the midfield. I don't think he's done. He's got to be better than Xhaka. That's from I Am King. Yeah, listen, I agree with that, bro. Wilshere, even now, is still probably better than Granit Xhaka. And on a pay-as-you-play, I just think we need to look at a bigger, better player than that. That's that. Listen, we're going to do a video tomorrow. I will try and get someone on for that tomorrow, in fact. We're going to talk about potential January transfers and the creative players that we're looking at. Big up yourself, Curtis, from a fellow Nottingham Gooner. Big up, bro, my Notts people, man. Graham Brooks, you know what? I have spoke to Graham about coming on. He's very busy with work and stuff. So, yeah, he's someone else I will try and get on as well. Terry from Full-Time Football Terrace Debate with you two would be good. Again, somebody I've spoke to before about coming on. Very busy. I think he uploads 2 or 3 times a day. So hard for me to get him on as well. But he will come on. Please bring DT. I want you to give him some football lessons. Yeah, he's been on here before. Maybe he'll be on in the future. Me and him aren't vibing too well right now. We're constantly arguing back and forth on Twitter about football, man. But it's not that serious, man. How about Lee Gunner? Big up his Tapas Pulis agenda. Man loves that Tapas Pulis shot. I see enough man put in that Tapas Pulis thing. Is that where it comes from, Lee Gunner? That's a funny one still. Someone else was calling him Paella Pulis or something. Oh, man. Get Arsene Wenger on. Well, if only, man. If only. I would love to get Wenger on. Imagine that chat. Getting rid of Saliba will be the biggest mistake Arsenal makes in the next decade. Oh, let's hope we don't let him go, man. I wouldn't even loan him out. He'd be playing. Honestly, he would be playing. Chig from Guna Eagle Eye. Yeah, man. I've seen he's commented a few times, I think, on some of my tweets. Yeah, I'll have to have a look. I'll have to have a look at his channel. A few people have said for him. Perry Groves, get him on. Yeah, do you know what? I've actually reached out to him before. So, yeah. Listen, man, I'd love to get Omri on. We'd all love to do that one. Igao, you know, big up, man. Man's the most positive. I think he's the new Thai, man. He's the most positive fan you're ever going to meet. Do a collab with DT on Boxing Day once we've done Wolves, Spurs, Burnley and Chelsea. Jeez, man, can you imagine the scenes? Get Saeed from United Central. Yeah, big up Saeed, man. He's got a good channel as well. Sophie Rose. Yeah, I've met Sophie a couple of times, actually. That would be a good one as well. Lee Judges. Yeah, Judges, I'm going to get him back on, man. You know, the last time I had him on, I think it was only about a 40-minute show. I definitely need to get him back on. Goldbridge, yeah, Goldbridge reached out yesterday, man. So I'm gonna get back to him and try and get him on. He started, I think he started following me on Twitter, and he was in the comments on the video yesterday. So I'm gonna reach out. I want to try and work with all of these guys who've got quality content. Kenny Ken, big up Kenny Ken. I've had Kenny on a few times, but I haven't had him on for a while, So I will try and get him on. Ty's a legend. Yeah, Ty is a legend, man. Top guy, man. 598 of us in the live. Smash the like, people. Come on. Yeah, big up, man. Thank you very much for tuning in. Get James and Cecil from AFTV on. Yeah, man, I can get them on. Obviously Cecil was playing with AFTV FC. He's still involved a little bit as well. Get Troops. Yeah, do you know what? Troops is so busy at the moment. I have sent him a message, actually. So, yeah, we'll try and get him on. Chig and the Blind Gooner. Yeah, big up, man. Daniel and Chig. Again, yeah, I could reach out to them and try and get them guys on. Listening as I'm driving home from work. Hey, big up, man. Largy Entertainment. Respect, man. Take time on your drive home, man. Cecil, oh nah, Cecil knows what he's on about, man. Trust me, man. Get Turkish, yeah, Turkish, man. You know we're doing work already, man. He'll be on again, that's for sure. How about the guys on F2? Do you know what? I've had a couple of conversations with Jezza actually. I would love to get him on, but he's very, very hard to get hold of, man. He's super busy. Curtis, you should get in touch with Claude. Listen, I speak to Claude. I was on Claude's channel, I think 2 weeks ago. I spoke to Claude 3 or 4 times yesterday. I'm playing mediator at the moment, so look out, man. You look out. Claude will be back around soon, man. And I will bring him on here as well. I've got no problem with Claude. I speak to him. Isco will sign for Everton. Let's hope not, man. Claude deserves redemption. F the cancel culture. Listen, man, he's fine. He'll be back, man. Don't worry, man. Don't worry. Claude's about, man. He's doing well on his channel as well. Better youngsters, Arsenal or Chelsea? We've had good youngsters, but we don't develop them. Chelsea's are way better. Curtis, who's your football idol? It's R9 Ronaldo, man. The Brazilian Ronaldo. That's my favourite player of all time. The best player I've ever seen. D. Guna says, respect, bro. I appreciate that. MN says, Claude, nice. You and Claude. Yeah, man. Claude will be on here, man. You have to take care, man. Listen, we all make mistakes in life. All right? No one's perfect. You know, I make mistakes every day, but we have to learn from it. That's it. Once you learn, you become a better person. It's simple. Deluded Gunnar, listen, me and Deluded, you know me and Deluded do regular shows, man. Hopefully I'll get him back on this week sometime. If not next week, definitely, man. Big up my boy Deluded. Curtis, love the show. You are real, man. What are your thoughts if Arsenal finish 8th again this season? If we finish 8th, we're in big trouble. Unless we win that Europa League alongside it. It's time for us to step our game up, man. So 8th will not be good enough, in my opinion. Final comment. Let's go. Maradona, genius, the greatest ever. And I think a lot of people agree with that. I will finish on that. I will be back tonight. Join me at 5:40 p.m. tonight for the watch along. We'll discuss the team news, then watch the game. Arsenal against Molde, Europa League action. Of course, I do watch alongs for all the games, so make sure you always tune in for the live games. Enjoy the rest of your day, people. Like the video, help it get shared a little bit more. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys tonight at 5:40 for the game against Molde. Enjoy the rest of your day and take care, people. Bless.